G'day folks, I'm Beanie, and you're watching a special kind of Beanie Draws video. This isn't going to involve too much dinosaur. It's going to involve a bit of a tutorial, might involve a dinosaur, we'll see how it goes, but because I just hit 1,000 subscribers, I figured I've already done a thank you video for my subscribers, but I thought maybe I could do a little thank you note in impressive 3D style, and record that and use it as some sort of tutorial, maybe. See how we go, I guess. Right, so I'm thinking I'm going to have the 1,000 subscribers in big blocks. So, I'm actually wearing cufflinks at the moment. They're kind of getting in the way. It's not easy to draw with cufflinks on. Right, let's get this off. Alright, so what we're going to do is I'm going to move this all around so I've got space to work with. There we go. Alright, well, I think what I'll do is Alright, what we'll do is we will rough in the composition. I'm gonna have like the 1,000. You know what I'm just thinking right now? A dinosaur smashing through one of these circles. It just seems natural. Considering I draw dinosaurs quite a lot, so it seems pretty natural to do a dinosaur coming out of one of these circles. I might refine the circles at some point, the zeros, but very rough, very rough. Right, so this is always the tricky part, especially when you're not. See, I could just easily do this in Photoshop. Just get a font, type up 1,000 subscribers and be done, but I want to do this old school. Actually, instead of rubbing my hand, I should try and draw like this so I'm not rubbing my hand as much. I'm doing an old school style, like before computers came in, where it was old school graphic design. Right, so should I put it in square, or actually want to, how does one spell subscribers? Subscribers. That should be right. Okay, so how many letters do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Fantastic, an odd number. Actually, no, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. We can work with this, because I'm now trying to figure out the placement of the letters in this 1,000 subscribers title card. So what I'll do is I'll put a line in the middle. That would be for making it even between each two, and then something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this line will be the middle part. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so there we go. We've got a sort of block section of where we can put our lettering. I'm probably going to do the letters in a Jurassic Park-ish style, because, you know, I like drawing dinosaurs a lot. I am planning on doing other, tutorials. I want to do a dragon. Oh, that's right. I've got a toy Xenomorph, and I actually want to do a Xenomorph tutorial. Haven't drawn a Xenomorph in quite a while, so thought that I might try and give that a go to, you know, mix things up a bit. And we'll always be drawing dinosaurs, so don't worry about that, but I figured a Xenomorph and maybe a Ninja Turtle, maybe old school Ninja Turtle, because I mean I didn't mind the Michael Bay version, but even though technically speaking Michael Bay didn't actually direct it, he only funded it and had probably a huge say in everything to do with it. But yes, so yes, I'll definitely be doing some dragons. I might consider doing Godzilla at some point because I loved the scales of the modern I think it was last year actually. The Godzilla from 2014, I think. Yeah. I actually think that I don't quote me on this. I may be wrong, but I think the people who are behind. Oh, it's getting very dark now. I just realised. Let's fix that up. There we go. That the people behind Jurassic Park, The Lost World, Jurassic Park 3, and so on, Stan Winston Studios, actually did do a design for Godzilla. So I'm not sure if they actually were the ones behind the current Godzilla incarnation or not. And you know what? I'm not quite liking how elongated these letters are, so I'm gonna erase this a bit. Ooh, smudging it up. I'm gonna make the lettering a little bit narrower. That's probably okay. I am gonna put that in a little bit of a square, I think. I think I'm going to do Lost World style. Ah man, messy line. Change the angle of your hand, which will make it easier to draw a line. That S could probably be out a bit more, but we'll see how we go. I wonder if I'll do something like this if I hit 10,000 subscribers. I should think I'll hit a 10,000. It'll take a while. Took 2 months to hit 1,000 subscribers, but it seems that it's a gradual upflow, and I guess the numbers gradually, as long as I have good videos, the numbers will gradually rise proportionately, I'm guessing. Alright, I'm gonna have a T-Rex in there, so I'm going to do a cartoon T-Rex. Right. This would be a good idea for to do this in tutorial format. I was just going to draw it straight away, but what I'll do is I'll have a little shape of its head. It's not going to be by any means like a real T-Rex. It's going to be cartoonized. Cartoonized is a technical term. So there's the mouth. That's it, going to be the inside of the mouth. Going to have the tongue come out there. So I want to have, actually, I'm going to have the circles of the O's are going to be a little bit bigger to allow for the T-Rex head to fit through them. Going to give it slightly bigger eye to indicate a more caricature cartoon style. That's its angry brow ridge. Drawing the shape of its head. I should look at my own tutorials on how to draw a T-Rex head, because I don't know if I've got it as down as what I could have it. Funny. I like the irony of using my own tutorials. But that said, I was using a reference source image to draw my T-Rex heads. Maybe I'll put a link in the description if you want to see those videos, if you haven't already. But yes, I'm just going to use that shape, just to give me a better idea. It's mainly around here that I was getting stuck, because she's got a bit of a pointy cheekbone bit, and I've made it very, very, very dark. Just there. Don't need it that dark. That's better. Have the mouth wide open. Maybe I have like a little bit of spit coming out of her mouth. Draw some of them teeth. Draw that tongue. More refined. This isn't really all that much of a tutorial on how to draw a T-Rex, to be honest. It's more just me describing what I'm actually doing. Putting in some shade in there to make it look like her mouth is wide open. With her mouth wide open. I don't know if anyone would get that joke, but for some weird reason I felt the urge to sing that song. It's like that song that goes, with the eyes wide open. I don't even know who the band is. Could be Creed, it could be, I don't know. Just popped into my head and I felt the urge to let it out. With a T-Rex. No, that's lame. No. With her mouth wide open. Oh god, the puns you could come with that one. Oh god. I really should edit that out. I might have to. Hang on. I'm gonna have to edit that bit out. What am I doing? I was getting too distracted into the shape of her jaw. I'm gonna make her eye a little bit bigger, just to emphasize the fact that she is indeed a little cartoon character roaring through a 1,000 circle. Yeah. Right. Where is my... Need more light up in this. I really should... Sometimes I really want to let out a little swear word here and there, but there's probably young viewers watching these videos, so I probably really should keep my mouth G-rated. It's so difficult for me, though. Alright. Big eye. Now she looks a bit derpy. Oh, God. I'm a Tyrannosaurus. I'm a Tyrannosaurus. Okay, I'll stop that. Right. Anyway, she's going to be coming through the big O. Maybe I should make this video not G-rated and just leave the laughs in. That is, of course, if people find that kind of humour funny. I know some people don't find gutter humour to be humorous, which is fair I I may lose some subscribers with that kind of filthy, dirty kind of comedic humor, and then I'll no longer be able to have the 1,000 subscribers. How ironic would that be? I'm going to put a little foot in there. I don't know if I'm going to fit. I might put a bit of a body in there. Basically, I want to have like, I'm going to have her tail flowing out from there. You know what? Let's put some cracks in there, so it looks like she's smashing right through it. Yeah, let's do that. Just some cracks in there. Some kind of giving her the treatment of the Spinosaurus thing. We'll see how I go with this one, to be honest. Because I kind of just want it to be like a little bit smashing through, kind of thing going on. I'm going to figure out the perspective that I want these O's to be at for the three-dimensional aspect of this. I kind of want the camera to be slightly lower angled. It's not going to be perfect, but this is how you draw three-dimensional shapes. You draw your... You're meant to have like a one-point perspective dot in there, but I really can't be bothered doing that. This is just a bit of a fun illustration. Okay, the O is going to be covering her foot. But I reckon this will make a pretty decent thumbnail for my 1,000 subscribers, which may earn me even more subscribers. I'd like to hope so. You draw a circle in the side of the circle, but okay, just to give you a quick little bit of information in how to draw a three-dimensional object, especially if it's a 0 or an O, is that you draw your outer rim. You've got your outer circle, then you've got your inner circle for the hole, but then you draw another circle kind of going in there. You don't see the circle. If it was 3D, it would look kind of like that. If it was a it's kind of hard to explain. This is not a very good tutorial video. Basically, this circle will be a little bit smaller than this circle because it's in the distance slightly, and it would be sort of in there. If this 0 was made of glass, it'd kind of be in there. Zeros are kind of hard to... circles in general are kind of hard to three-dimensionalize. But hopefully you can kind of see what I've done with that hole. Maybe put some lines. Yeah, let's put some streamers. Woo, 1,000! Which is not a number to sneeze at. It's awesome. I love the fact that people actually like watching my videos. And it's awesome that people have been sharing my videos. I'm slowly getting used to the Google Pages thing. I really should use that more often, I think. Maybe draw a little bit of fireworks. Fireworks. I wonder how many views this video will get, if any. Nah, it will. Some of my videos in the past, like that are non-dinosaur related, they don't get that many views. They only get like 20 views compared to my Velociraptor, which got 20,000 views. So I know what you guys like to watch. You like to watch the dinosaurs, which is good because I like drawing dinosaurs. But yeah, I'll still be doing those other videos, some of those other videos, even if I'm the only one who gets to enjoy them. Okay, there we go. That's good enough. we've got the pencils down. I really shouldn't have drawn this as dark as I did, because now I'm going to go over the whole thing in... Oh, that one's not good. Because I'm going to... I shouldn't have done all this as dark, because now I'm going to go over the entire thing in, you guessed it, ballpoint pen. Oh yeah. I think I just recently uploaded a video on that as well, which hopefully, guys, if that video has been uploaded, it should be uploaded before this one. Ah, yep, that video has actually just uploaded because I set it to uploading later. Oh, I'm just going to quickly read what this person said. Ah. The Minecraft Joes. If you're watching this video, shout out to you. They said, I think I'm going to try this pen out. So that video must have just been uploaded. So yes, it is out now. Which means you can go watch that video. It's a little bit silly, but you know, that video would be actually quite a good tie-in to this part. I think I might edit that video. Well, I'll put an annotation in that video to link to this video. That should work. Let's see how that goes anyway. Anyway, enough of that. I am going to draw this in ballpoint pen now. This, I think, is an eatable eraser. I haven't used it in quite some time. Probably a year or two since I've last used it, but a kneadable eraser, as you can guess, you knead it around. Okay, basically, you'll see some areas that are dark on it. That's your lead. So this must be a kneadable eraser then. And then you just massage your kneadable eraser to the point where you cover those bits of lead. And the idea, yes, this is a kneadable eraser, okay. And the idea behind the kneadable eraser is that you should, yes, there you go. Instead of doing the whole rubbing, which you saw before, possibly, that messed up my, it smudged it. With a kneadable eraser, you kind of tap you press on your lead and you kind of pick up bits of lead from the page with the eraser. It's a very good way of making your lead much lighter. And then you'll see all that black lead is on that kneadable eraser now. So what you do is then you just massage and fold it on itself. Get it in there. And hey presto, you get back to it. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of rubbing it slightly in a way that will sort of pick up the lead. So I'm not rubbing it. If you've ever used blue tack, I'm sure blue tack must be a thing in all countries. It is in Australia. Blue tack is very much like this. But sometimes we use a blue tack to pick up the other bits of blue tack. That is the motion that you put. Oh, let's see. Yeah, see, if I rub it around, it smudges. Whereas if I just press my kneadable eraser onto the paper, it picks up bits of lead. It sticks onto the sticky surface of the kneadable eraser. and then you don't smudge your lines. And it's very good especially for around here. Like, see how dark the T-Rex lines are? Just very carefully and gently. Just dab it with the kneadable eraser. Picks up that lid without smudging it. Which will then make drawing over the top with ballpoint pen significantly easier. You can actually use it as a normal eraser as well. But there you go. Kneadable eraser. Kneadable erasers you will only really find at art stores, proper art stores. Because they're more specialist artist equipment. So there you go. You got a tutorial inside a tutorial. But yeah, hopefully that in itself earns another subscription and like from people. Now, continuing back with what I was doing. Later on in this video, there's going to be a bit of a tutorial on how to render properly. Which again, will be a natural progression from that big ballpoint video that I just uploaded today. And around here, to get a three-dimensional shape of the zero, the inside of the zero is you imagine that you can kind of see the inside of it, but it shows more of the top part, less of there, and then you won't see it around there. That probably makes no sense, but you can probably see visually how that works. And what I'm going to do just to emphasize it is right now I'm going to put a bit of shadow in there, just to emphasize what I was just talking about. Also, I'm rendering using my strokes to the direction of the grain, I guess, of the object. So that right there, hopefully that gives you an idea of three-dimensional rendering, three-dimensional drawing, and rendering with a ballpoint pen. Right, so okay, now because I'm going to tackle some of the T-Rex part, I figured I'm going to just talk about what I'm doing now. The T-Rex is going to be smashing through the zero, so I'm just going to deconstruct the zero into fragments so that it looks like that the T-Rex is smashing through an object, because T-Rexes do that, they smash through objects with mighty roars. And every time I draw a T-Rex roaring, I can just imagine them doing the roar. Not all the bits of the zero are going to be broken. Just some of the bits. Then we'll give little bits of cracking to give it the illusion that it's been smashed. And then we draw in the proper detailing of the T-Rex. So I'm just going to refine the brow ridge. Now, because this is a cartoon character, well, it's meant to be a cartoon character, I'm not going to go into extreme detail. Just enough to emphasize the shape of the character. And I'll give her a dark outer eye ridge. And a eyeball. Maybe I'll give her a bit of an under eyelid. And the eyebrow ridge and ear kind of ridge. Drawing that cheekbone in. I might give her a little bit of some scales around here. I won't go into proper detail, because again, I want it to be more like a cartoon style rather than a realistic T-Rex. The nose hole. Then we'll draw the inside of the mouth. Draw some teeth coming out there. I mean, really, you should probably draw the gum, but it's a cartoon. You don't have to be that realistic. You can probably hear the bird outside squawking away as it realizes I'm drawing its ancestors and uncle. Or great times a million. Well, times 300 no, times 65 million great grandmother. If you believe that, well, I suppose it's not a case of if you believe that dinosaurs came from birds. Scientists have more or less proved it, especially with their skeletal structure. And if you look at a dinosaur's foot, especially the skeleton, they do look remarkably like birds. The feet. Little wiggle lines for cracks. And then we'll draw the fireworks. I reckon you guys are probably like this. I know that you guys have been like, I'm surprised you don't have more, or you deserve more followers, which I really appreciate. I appreciate all the compliments and all the love. It's awesome. It's just good to know that my art is appreciated and that people are learning and I'm inspiring people to draw again, or starting to draw, or drawing better than what they do already. Which is pretty half the reason why I started this YouTube channel, was to teach people how to draw. And the other half of the reason why I started this YouTube channel is I was going through a stage several months back where I kind of, I don't know, I was procrastinating from drawing. I was feeling a bit off. And then I thought to myself, well, make a YouTube channel. That way it'll force you to draw things. You'll be contributing back to people, contributing to a new generation of drawers, inspiring other people to draw. So that was sparked by a very special friend who sparked my desire to get back into drawing. And she was also happened to be my first subscriber. She knows who she is. Okay, I'm gonna make this sort of block. I'm gonna give it a line underneath this line to give the impression of the underneath. And because it seems like now we've got most of our main pencil line marks done, I'm going to erase all of the lead. To be honest, I've forgotten how awesome kneadable erasers are, so definitely get your hands on one. I'm going to do what I did here, and actually what I'll do is I'll do a example of flat rendering with the pencil, with the pen. This underside is going to be dark because there's going to be no light hitting it. So and then what I'll do is I will build up this side with layer upon layer of ink with lines. It's usually best to try and have your, especially if it's a cubed three-dimensional object, it's usually best to try and have your rendering strokes to go with the direction of the line. Hopefully you can see that and it makes sense. And then build up a bit of darkness down there. More shading around there because the 0 is so close to the edge of that. Or at least that's what I think. Building up some more layering. Then make the edges a bit darker just to bring them out a bit. And going to do the same treatment there to make this one look like a three-dimensional object. I'll be doing the same around here, making it darker underneath the 0, and then gradually making the lines get lighter. What I'm also going to do is a style of rendering that I like to do where I rendered the corners and the edges, but not necessarily the front of the face of the object. And I leave the corners around here white. And let's see if I can. Still pretty sharp. And I find that just gives it a little bit more life and personality. So I do it very lightly, leaving some rim lighting. And just, I don't know, it's kind of a style of rendering that I like to do. It makes a flat surface that would be otherwise in the light a little bit less flat and boring. Over here, because the T-Rex's head is in front of the 0, I'm going to make a little shadow cast over that part. I'm going to add a few little cracks just to give it a bit of a cement stone look. Not going to go overboard actually. And I had a few little dots to kind of indicate the craters, I guess you'd call them, maybe the little breathed holes that you see in cement. Just to give it a bit of a prehistoric dinosaur vibe. And also this part of the 0 will be quite dark, because again it's covered by, it's been casted, a shadow is being cast by the dinosaur. But also, normally what you should do is have the whole of the inside of the mouth dark, but because I want it to kind of contrast with the 0, I don't want it to be all that dark, because I want you to be able to tell that it's the inside of the T-Rex mouth. So while technically not correct, I'm doing that anyway. So up until now, I had no idea I was going to do this tutorial video. I thought I was just going to make a simple introduction video, and then I had the idea that I wanted to have a sort of a card for my thumbnail. This is basically for the thumbnail, but I'm going to do it in a very quick manner for the actual video. But I thought it'd be a brilliant opportunity to make a tutorial. I'm going to give her some little veins around her eye. Just to, I don't know, hopefully make it a little bit more sort of realistic. Not too realistic, just sort of. I'm going to render it in down there so that bit of block looks like it is curved or rotated. Here we do exactly the same as we did there. Now for here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bit of shading. We'll use this R as an example. Do a bit of a shading underneath the letter, so it kind of looks like it's just embossed, coming out of the plate a bit. And now I'm just going to give a bit of a treatment on this cube box thing, just giving a bit of a shadowy treatment to help bring the subscribers part stand out a bit more. Just to make it a little bit more refined. And under here, I'm going to have it really dark so it just looks like it's, you know, proper 3D. Right, so I'm just going to do a little bit of light rendering down here with the pencil. Then I'm going to use my finger to smudge it. And then that should be it. Give this light little bit of a smudge with the finger. Then erase in the lettering a bit. There you go. Thank you everyone for subscribing who have already subscribed. If you haven't already, you know what to do. And yeah, I'm not going to bother this time asking for your feedback on what you thought of this video. I know you guys will probably end up doing that anyway, so I'm just going to enjoy reading them. And thank you so much for being awesome subscribers, and here's to another 1,000 more. So, well, there we go. So yes, thank you for watching this video, thank you for subscribing, and I will see you next time. Cheerio.